Welcome to Count Mackular's Words of Wisdom. I am Count Mackular. Today my words of wisdom will be on success. Now success is in the eyes of the beholder. A person's definition of what success is, it depends a lot on them. Whatever gives you fulfillment, whatever keeps you active, whatever keeps you happy is what will make you successful. Now you have the general versions of success. That means being rich, wealthy, famous, etc. But success has universal qualities to it, or universal rules to it, no matter what your definition of success is. So the first step in being successful, or the first universal step to being successful, is know what you want to be successful at. So you have to choose what is it you want to be successful at. What is it do you want to be successful doing? You have to have a goal. You have to have a point B if you have a point A. So if you're starting at A, you have to find out what your point B is. Otherwise, you won't know where you're going. So you have to be specific and have a specific goal as to what you want to be successful doing. Once you have a specific goal, you have to find out, are you passionate about that goal? So whatever it is you pick, whatever avenue you pick to be successful, you have to have the passion for it. The passion is going to be your fuel. Just like a car needs gasoline, a car needs fuel to move. If it has no gasoline, it's not going to move. It's going to be a stationary object. So you'll end up being a stationary object. So your passion is important as fuel. It has to be there for you to move forward. So once you find out you have the passion for it, it's going to make you want to excel in it. So once you have your goal and the passion for it, the next step will be learning everything you can about what that goal is. So if you want to be into business, you have to learn everything about business. You have to read books on business, whether it be stock market business or owning your own store or anything money or business related. You have to do your research and learn everything you can about that particular thing. If you want to be an actor, you have to learn everything you can about the craft of acting, from the basic level to the intermediate level to the professional level. You just want to learn every single aspect. Never bite off more than you can chew, meaning once you get the goal you set for yourself, and once you figure that you have the passion for that goal, take small steps, because sometimes when you take too many major steps, you end up psyching yourself out. So if you have that goal and you feel like, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to read this book, this is the professional book, when you start comparing yourself to people that are already there, you'll get discouraged and talk yourself out of it. Everybody had to crawl before they walk. Everybody had to take baby steps. Everybody had to learn their ABCs before they can read a novel. You have to take little baby steps in getting the information on learning whatever it is you're trying to be successful at. Just learn everything. Go read books. Go on the internet. Whatever sites pertaining to what you want to be, learn everything. What that does when you learn everything, it opens your perspective about what that is. For example, I have a colleague, a fellow count, that's an electrician. So he went to school for master apprentice of electrician, and he did it for the money aspect of it, because master electricians make a lot of money. So the money was his drive or his passion. But when he started to learn about the art of being an electrician, it broadened his perspective, because he never looked at lighting the same. He never looked at the way wiring the same. He never looked at anything. It broadened his mind. So when it broadened his mind, it fueled his passion even more. So he began to learn aspects about the craft he was searching out that he didn't know he knew before. So it changed his whole perspective. So that's what everything does for you. When you learn about more things that you're passionate about, it broadens your mind to it. The next step would be being active in whatever you're pursuing. For example, if you find out what your goal is, what your goals for success is, then you find out what your passion is that you're passionate about, and you find those two, then you have to learn how to be active in whatever you're doing. So if you want to be a football player, obviously you can't be a football player if you're not out in some field practicing or playing football. There's no other way you can excel in something unless you're actively involved in whatever it is. So like I said, it starts with baby steps. If you want to be in sports, you just practice. You play with your friends or whatever it is. If you want to be a computer technician, you find out how can I be that? How can I take a computer apart and learn the insides and interior? Whatever it is, you stay active in doing it. When you're active at it, it makes you become an expert on it. When you're an expert on it, it puts you further along. So, to recap my points about success, pick a goal, pick a thing you want to be successful at. Figure out whether you have the passion for it. When you have the passion, learn everything you can about it. Everything, every little book, every little tidbit. Start small. Don't feel like you have to learn the most expert way of doing it. Find out, take baby steps, get the basics of it down, and then move on from there. And then be active at it. Go out and do whatever it is you want to be passionate at. And then you will eventually move to that goal. Just like chopping down a tree. If you take an axe, your strength is the passion, the axe are the tool, and the motion is the activeness in it. That tree will fall down. The tree falling down is the success. So you keep chopping at that tree, the tree will eventually fall. So you have to keep at it and never stop. So this has been Count Mackular's Words of Wisdom for today. I hope I enlightened you. Enjoy.